Hi everyone, welcome here. If you're new here, my name is Rebecca. If you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you for coming back and watching another video. So in today's video, I want to share with you some of the things that I've bought recently as an ethical, sustainable minimalist. So I've done this type of video a couple times now, and I always call them minimalist hauls, which I know is like the most ironic name in the world. But I do think it's a good way to share some of the ways that I shop intentionally and mindfully as a sustainable minimalist. So in today's video, I'm going to share 7 things that I've bought recently and just share with you a little bit of my thought process and how I shop mindfully and intentionally as a minimalist, as well as share some of the brands that I shop ethically and sustainably from. And I'll give you also a little bit of a review of the products, but like I say in all of these videos, I'm not trying to encourage you to buy anything. If you don't need a thing, definitely don't buy a thing. These videos are more designed just to share my minimalist shopping habits with you and hopefully inspire some more intentional shopping in your habits. All right, with all that said, let's dive in. Okay, so the first thing that I bought recently was a shampoo and conditioner bar. This is the first time I've had to purchase shampoo and conditioner since I shaved my head. I've been using up my old dreadlock shampoo bar for the past 9 months. I finally used it up, so I finally had to find a new product. So after a lot of research and reading a lot of reviews, I decided to go with the High Bar shampoo and conditioner bar. I picked the High Bar brand because they are a sustainable company. There was no plastic packaging. They don't use any soap, sulfate, parabens, silicone. It's cruelty-free, completely vegan, and they use almost entirely plant-based ingredients. And because my hair is very fine and thin, I did go with the volumizing formula. And so far, I will say I do really like these. As far as delivering on the volumizing promise, I gotta say I actually do notice a difference. I mean, it's not huge. I don't have like big voluminous hair by any means, but I notice a little lift at the root for sure. It makes my hair feel really soft. It does a good job of keeping my hair detangled, which my hair gets very tangly, so that is no easy feat. And I also like that it's not super scented. It's not completely unscented, but it is scented just with citrus peels, so I can just like barely smell it. I definitely can't smell it on my hair like once I've shampooed and conditioned my hair, but if I pick up the bars and sniff them, it has like a little something there. The other thing that I really like about these, and one of the things that intrigued me when I was deciding to buy them, is the shape of it. So it's almost like this teardrop shape with a flat end, and it's ingenious. I've only ever used shampoo bars that are like the traditional rectangle shape, but this fits really nicely in your hand, and then you can just take that flat end and rub it on your scalp. It's so smart, it makes it so much easier to use, and they stand up nicely in the shower. So while the shape of it might seem like a small and simple thing, like I actually think it makes kind of a big difference. It makes the application a lot easier. The thing that I will say though is that I kind of open these up, I put the packaging in the compost and like put them in the shower, and then the first time I took a shower I was like, oh no, which one's the shampoo and which one's the conditioner? So if you do try this shampoo and conditioner, just make note when you put them in the shower, which one is the shampoo and which one is the conditioner. I did look on their website after the fact too, and I guess that's a really common problem because they had an FAQ saying that the shampoo is always gonna be a lighter color than the conditioner. So you just kind of have to remember that. So I've been using these for, I think like maybe 3 weeks now. And so far I would completely recommend them. I really like it. The second thing that I purchased recently were hair ties. This is another thing I haven't needed in a really long time. I finally can make a little teeny tiny pony. It's small and sad, but it's there. So I had to invest in some hair ties. These hair ties are made from organic cotton, natural rubber, they're hand dyed, and they're made in fair trade facilities. I have to say that I am absolutely loving these. They're really gentle on your hair. They don't like pull or break my hair at all. They lay flat around my ponytail. They're even comfortable to put on my wrist, and I kind of don't even think they look that bad when you wear them on your wrist either. But like I was saying earlier, I do have a teeny tiny itty bitty ponytail, and my hair is very thin and very fine. So they do a really good job of holding my hair, but I'm not convinced that if you had a lot of hair or thick or a heavy ponytail, that these would really keep it in place. But they do work for my hair type, which I'm psyched about. But I will say the most shocking thing about these is the price tag. I paid $15 for 5 of these, which at first glance I was like, whoa. We're talking $3 per hair tie. It just seemed like an outrageous amount of money to pay to put my hair up. But I feel like it was one of those shopping moments where I kind of had to reevaluate the way that I think about something like a hair tie. I think a lot of us think of hair ties as something that is very disposable. They come in really big packages. You can buy like 50 or 100 at a time for a really, really low price. And in turn, I feel like that makes us treat hair ties like they're really disposable, like they're something that we can lose all the time because they are super cheap, because you can buy them in a high volume. So we don't really take care of them or look after them or make sure we don't lose them. But if your hair tie costs $3 and you only have 5 of them, I find that I just look after them in a different way. I'm always sure to put it away at night when I'm done using it. I'm always sure to keep track of it. I just treat the item in a different way because it feels like a more quality item that I want to care for. You know what I mean? So it might be $15 for 5 hair ties, but you might also have those 5 hair ties for 5 years instead of 5 minutes. All right, next thing on the list is laundry detergent. So I actually was not on the hunt for new laundry detergent. I've been cleaning my clothes with white vinegar and Castile soap forever, and honestly have been pretty happy with it. But this company, True Earth, reached out to me and sent me some product to try. So I figured, why not give it a shot? So these are actually laundry detergent strips. They're super easy to use. You can use them in a front-loading washer just by tearing up the strips and putting it in the usual container you would put liquid detergent in. Or you can just rip up the strips if you have a top loader and just throw them into the basin. They have a really clean formula. There's no dyes or bleach, paraben, phosphates, totally cruelty-free and vegan. And the packaging obviously is plastic-free. They just come in this little cardboard container, and the strips just sit right inside there with no extraneous packaging. So this is really lightweight, really small. On their website, it does say that by not using a liquid or a plastic jug, that you can save 94% of the carbon footprint that you would if you were to buy an equal amount of liquid laundry detergent. That seems like a pretty big impact. It seems kind of worth it to me, especially if you're using a more traditional liquid laundry detergent. And they did send me the unscented, which, if you know me, you know I hate any fragrance, and this is, as promised, fragrance-free. Doesn't make my clothes smell like anything. It doesn't smell like anything. Love that. In terms of the actual efficacy of it, I mean, my clothes are clean. I wouldn't say they're any more clean than they were before. It's kind of just like same but different to what I was doing before with the Castile soap and the white vinegar. But I probably will continue to use these. One, just because it's super easy. There's no measuring anything. You just take a strip, rip it up, throw it in, and you're done. But 2, it probably does have a lighter footprint than the liquid Castile soap and the liquid vinegar that I was using before. So this does seem like a more eco-friendly option to me. And in case I forgot to say this at the beginning, which I think I did, I'm linking to all these products in the description box down below. So if you do feel compelled to buy something, if you need anything that I talk about today, the links will be down there. All right, so let's talk about something that I did not buy for myself, but for Gypsy. Gypsy needed a new collar, and I found this collar at a website called ifitbarks.com, which in and of itself is not the most sustainable brand, but I was encouraged to find a pretty sustainable option for a dog collar there. So this collar is handmade in North Carolina. It's made of hemp, which is a super sustainable and regenerative crop, and it has an aluminum buckle on it. I was pretty excited to find this. I think it's a really good alternative. A lot of dog collars are made of nylon and or plastic, so I was excited to find something that was a little bit more sustainable but also felt durable at the same time, because hemp is a really, really strong fiber. And also you can throw this in the washing machine if your dog gets into something gross or muddy or whatever. It's really, really easy to clean this. And at the end of its life, it'll be easy to remove the strap. You could save the buckle, use it for something else, or recycle it because it is aluminum. And the fabric piece could go right into the compost. Okay, next up, I bought a frying pan. I'm gonna hurt myself. So for the longest time, we just had a cast iron frying pan, but we determined that we did need a second pan, both one that was non-stick, but sometimes we just need to be cooking 2 things at once in a frying pan. So we decided it was time to have a second frying pan, and we went with the Caraway pan. So as most of you probably know, a lot of non-stick pans tend to be extremely toxic. Something like Teflon is terrible for you. So I really wanted to find a pan that did have non-stick properties to it, but did not contain, I'm gonna mess it up, polytetrafluoroethylene, the thing that's terrible for you. So this pan is actually ceramic coated, and it was made by fairly paid workers. Their packaging was super sustainable. It came in a recycled cardboard box with 0 plastic bags and low impact print dyes. There wasn't a lot of extra packaging or materials inside the box. It was super simple and to the point. And you guys, I love this pan. It does not disappoint. It really, really is non-stick. I made pancakes on it recently because I was like, I feel like the ultimate test of a nonstick pan is, can you make pancakes? And it was flawless. Like nothing sticks to it. It's super easy to clean. I just like cannot say enough good things about this pan. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. One thing I will say that actually I haven't experienced, but Murphy told me, he cooked with this using oil, and the oil I guess did burn onto it a little bit and made it more difficult to clean. So that might be one thing to watch out for, but I will say if you're cooking with this, you kind of don't need oil. Everything just slides off so easily. 10 out of 10, would recommend. This pan is amazing. If you need a pan, this one's good. Okay, next up is some face cream. If you watched my last minimalist haul video, I talked about the Ziba Botanica body butter that I had found and was currently obsessed with. So this is the Ziba Botanica face cream. I've been on the hunt for a face cream for a while. I like their body butter so much that I was really excited to find this. So Ziba Botanica is a local company here in Joshua Tree, but they do have an Etsy shop that I'll link to down below. All of their products are fully vegan and 100% organic. All of their packaging is super sustainable. It comes with a paper label and a glass tub with a metal cap. And I actually think that their packaging is the perfect kind of packaging to save and reuse in something like your kitchen. This bottle would be perfect to put some bulk spices in or bulk tea in. It's a really high quality package that would last a long time and is good for reuse. And as far as the formula goes, I really, really like it. If any of you have been following along with my skincare journey, you know I've been really struggling trying to find the right products for my dry winter desert skin, and this does not disappoint. The formula is super clean, it's all plant-based ingredients, but it actually does a really good job of moisturizing my skin. And the best part is that it's SPF 32. So for a long time, I was a big advocate of like covering up from the sun rather than putting a lot of products on your skin. But I now live in a place where it's sunny 360 days a year, and it's near impossible to cover up every time you're in the sun. So I've started to introduce some more sun protecting products into my skincare routine. So this does contain zinc. If you've used zinc before, you'll know that a little bit goes a long way and it can take some time to soak into your skin. So my recommendation with this cream in particular is to go light. The first time I put it on, I took like a big scoop and smushed it all over my face, and I was white as a ghost the entire day because I just had zinc sitting on my skin. So a little bit goes a long way, and it really does work from a sun protection standpoint. I had this on my face, neck, and chest area, and I went outside and went climbing, and I didn't have any like right on the top and back of my neck. And this all stayed completely protected from the sun. I didn't burn, I didn't even tan, like there was no impact from the sun, and I burned on the spots where it wasn't. So I definitely know that the sun protection piece of it does work. So again, I'm a huge stan of this brand. I completely love it. Both their body butter and this face cream, perfection. All right, last but not least, should we talk about my sweatshirt? It's covered in dog hair, like everything else I own. I bought a new sweatshirt. So I got this sweatshirt from Tentree. Tentree is an ethical and sustainable brand. This is their French terry crop hoodie. I got a size medium in black. So Tentree, if you're not familiar with them, as you can probably tell from the name, every time you make a purchase, they plant 10 trees. But I do think that their commitment to sustainability does run a lot deeper than just planting trees. They do follow ethical manufacturing processes. A lot of their clothes are made from organic materials. And from a packaging standpoint, they are working towards having no virgin packaging by the year 2023, I think it is, which I actually think is a more important step than just eliminating plastics from your supply chain. By focusing on reusing materials rather than creating new materials, has a really big impact on the sustainability of your brand. So the sweatshirt itself, I gotta say, I didn't like it, and now I like it. I just was surprised by it. When you read the description on the website, it says organic cotton sweatshirt. So I was thinking it was gonna be like a warm, fuzzy, cozy sweatshirt. But it's not. It's like very, very thin. It almost feels more like workout gear than like a sweatshirt that you would put on to cozy up and read a book, you know? So it wasn't really what I was looking for or expecting, but I do really like it. I think the fit is really nice. It actually does keep me pretty warm. I'm really into the nice big hood it has. It comes like way past my forehead, so it does kind of keep the sun off my face, which I think is really nice. And it is light enough that I feel like it makes it more versatile. So like I could do something like do yoga or work out in it, or just like curl up and read a book with it. All right, so that's everything that I have purchased recently as a minimalist. Hopefully you found this video helpful and it gave you a little insight into my decision-making process and my evaluation process as I mindfully and intentionally bring things into my life. If you haven't yet already, please subscribe down below, like and comment. All that stuff really helps my channel. Oh, and if you haven't already, follow me over on Instagram. It's Rebecca.sisson. I'm in my stories pretty much every day, sharing with you guys what I'm up to. So follow me over there if you haven't yet already. And I put out new videos every week, so I will see you next Tuesday. Bye everyone. What's the word I'm looking for? Polytetrafluoroethylene. I think I'm just not gonna say it. Body yada yada yada. Body yada 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 yada. Why are you chainsawing right now? Make it comfy. Okay.